Eric, hi. Are you taking photographs already?
No, no, no. Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good to see you, man.
Good. Yeah. Do you know what? It's always great to see you, Eric. It's always great to see you. Um,
Happy to hear that.
I can see you're in our new computer room. I can see computers around you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
want
yeah.
to?
We are having our new computer lab here. In fact, this is where the interview is taking place. It looks good, and thanks to you for making sure these things are in place. Thanks a lot.
Turn the camera around a little bit so people can see.
Okay, so can you see? I think I'll walk you around.
That's
So
amazing.
these are our computer. Okay,
It's
seeing
amazing.
that. Okay, okay, okay,
Absolutely
okay.
fantastic.
So this one line of the computer, then the other ones
Yeah.
was on the other side. You see?
Yeah.
This one's here. Yeah.
It's looking fantastic, Eric.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's looking fantastic.
It looks fantastic. So I'm back.
Good. Good. I can see you're in your football kit already.
Yeah.
Which is great. 'Cause we're gonna talk about football.
Okay.
Did you? Well, first of all, did you watch the England game last night?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't watch, but I was just listening over the radio. You guys, congratulations for at least winning. You've been keeping clean sheets all the way. Hope you make to the final.
Yeah. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed. Fingers crossed. So, Eric, you you are our sports teacher.
Okay.
Talk to people a little bit about what sports we do at Memusi.
Thank you for this platform, Matt. Basically, as you said, I'm the sports teacher in this school, and we do a lot of sports. Of course, we've got football, we've got netball, we've got volleyball, several games. But when I came to Memusi, I realized one thing that with the sports, especially with the football, every child would want to be in school because when the child knows that after classes, at least I'm gonna get along with my fellow pupils playing football. You see, then class, yes, and when they're in the field as well, everything keeps their mind in school. So I've used the football as the catchment for them to be in school.
That's really interesting, Eric. That's
Yeah,
a really interesting concept, I'm sure, for a lot of people who will be listening to this, because I think football could be seen as an after school activity. It could be seen as fun, but the reality of this in the context of Memusi, of what we're talking about, is that football is not just that. Football is a mechanism which brings children to school. It's
yeah,
that mechanism um, of enjoyment of something that means that a child also wants to be in school. Yeah, that's what you're saying,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I know that you don't just use it during the week as well. Tell us a little bit more about uh, weekends and out of school clubs as well.
Uh, Over the weekends, of course, we've got a lot of activities running in the school, especially during the weekdays. We don't have much time for us to do the training of football because I'm having both girls and boys playing football. So what I do mostly over the weekends, I do plan for the friendlies. Like for instance, yesterday our school played against our neighboring school in Donyonyoke. So they went away because over the last weekend they were here. So this weekend, meaning yesterday, on Saturday, the boys were invited to the new primary school. So I'm trying to do this because you realize that after school, most of these boys and girls are free; they are doing nothing. So if I decide that no, we're doing nothing, they might end up engaging in some things that are not good. So I use this football to make them busy. Get it after school? Yes, you're not going anywhere. Let's go for friendly. Go for friendly. From there, after the friendlies, they're tired. They go back to their homes, freshen up, and wait for tomorrow.
Yes.
You see? Yeah.
When you say they could engage in things that are not good, what do you mean? What things might they engage in that is not good?
Kids are just kids mad, and they will do anything for fun.
Yeah.
You get it? Especially in our school, like within this community, we keep on having some cases of boys and girls getting involved in some things that are not good.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So for me to help them avoid that, that's exactly what you do. Okay, our girls. Okay, I might decide to release girls to go home, but for the boys, maybe for them to be prevented from maybe going and engaging into drugs and what have you. You see, they are grown-up boys, some of them. So for me to make them not do that, I bring them close to me. Like, okay, let's do something together.
Yes.
For example, I can include Teacher Felix, Teacher John. They help me in doing that. Then we come up as one team. Then we go for a friendly. By doing that, we are walking a long distance. So that walking, we are getting tired. We reach where we are going to. There's a game for us to play. Okay. After the game, we are all exhausted. We look for the means to get home. We get home, it's late. You get it? So we get home, it's late. No one's going out.
Yes.
We are freshening up. Everyone's looking for supper, and it's time for bed. Tomorrow is there another day. We are organizing for something else.
I think that's remarkable, and I think it says a lot about you and the other teachers. The level of care that you're going to be friends with these young people, to be role models for these young people, and using sport as a mechanism for distracting them from the other parts of life that could lead them in the wrong direction, and keeping them engaged in the right paths and school ultimately, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. That's again a real testament to you and the work at Memusi. Just moving on a little bit. I want to bring in Kibera Soccer Academy as well, because this is an organisation, a school that I introduced you to, maybe about 2 years ago now. Could you just talk a little bit for people's benefit about who the Kibera Soccer Academy is?
There is our friend school in Nairobi called Kibera Girls Soccer Team, and the founder of the school is called Abdul Kasim. He's a nice guy. Of course, we were met several times. In fact, we met recently. I think I had told you about that. And the good news is that Kasim promised us, if some of our girls will score high marks, of course we're going to do that because we are having the best class this year, next year, the candidates. And he told me that if they merit to getting 250 marks and above, he has given us some slots of girls join that school for free, like they're going not to pay any school fees, and that's the good thing. And basically, Kibera Girls Soccer Team is also it's more of Memusi. Why? Because this guy Kasim and his group is using this school to bring more girls into school. That school is found in Aslam. Most of the girls in that school come from humble backgrounds, like most of them have no food, have no school fees. So Kasim uses this school to bring these girls from poor backgrounds into school, and not only to come and learn, but he engages them into football. And something good about Kasim is that after coming up with this school, he realized that after school, after Form 4s, most of the girls will go away. So he came up with a football team league called Kibera Girls Soccer Team. It participates in the Women Kenya Premier League. And of course, they're doing fine, because I talked to him recently, and I think they're number 2. So their results are very remarkable. So there's something like an initiative between Memusi and Kibera Girls Soccer Team. We've got a relationship. Of course, we've been having friendlies. I think one time when they came here, you were around. We've been to Kibera like 2 times, and we're looking forward to at least playing another friendly in 2 weeks' time. Thanks to you. So Kasim, same as me, is also using football to bring girls into school.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
Kasim is using football to make sure that girls around Kibera girls soccer get or rather develop interest in coming to school. And he's doing it. He's winning it. Why? Because when I was with him recently, he told me that when he tries to compare the enrollment of the other years down the line and the way the years are long down, the number of registration of girls into school is going high. That's why he opted for at least having an accommodation facility, and luckily we've got a room as well as Memusi School got a room in that school. So Kibera Girls Soccer Team is more of Memusi, and Memusi School is more of Kibera Girls Soccer Team, because both of us are doing the same and one and the same thing. And he does not only have the girls soccer, he also has the boys soccer team, of which one is in Nairobi, and he told me that he just he just founded another club in Namanga, down here in Magadi, and he's looking forward to signing more of our girls and boys into his teams. I think I told you that. So that's why he told me that we need to be in Nairobi so that the experts whom he has put in place to scout or rather select players who are good will be around. Of course, they will be watching over our girls and our boys, and it will also be a platform for him to select some of our girls whom he might end up giving them free education in high school. Yeah.
Just to bring to life some of what you're saying there from my perspective, and that's incredible to hear. I know all about it, but again, hearing you talking about it as well, I think is just remarkable. So I guess there's a couple of things to work through there. First of all, secondary school in Kenya, for everybody's benefit, secondary school costs money. Okay, it's not free. You have to pay fees to get there. There's other money on top of that, so books and accommodation and all of those things. Now, what we've done as part of our partnership, as part of our footballing partnership, is that Kibera Girls Soccer Academy, who are second in the Premier League in Kenya, have made a commitment that our girls who attain a certain level will be taken for free to that soccer academy. Now, what that means for girls who are in poverty, from families in poverty, we have an amazing opportunity there that girls can get through into sponsored education at secondary level. It also gives girls more focus, more purpose, gives us an opportunity to keep girls focused in education as well.
Yeah.
And really important to say that football for girls in Kenya and at Memusi is massively of interest. It's a subject that is of huge interest to the girls at Memusi as well. So that's fantastic. That having that pathway for girls, having that focus for attainment is absolutely fantastic to hear. I think in addition to that, we then have the focus in exactly the same way for the boys, whereby when we do play football games with the soccer academy, there are going to be scouts there. There are going to be professional scouts there looking at that talent, because that was always a problem for me. It was always a problem thinking, if there is a child who's talented in Magadi, how do they get noticed? How does Tottenham Hotspur notice them? How does Man United notice them? how does the professional teams in Kenya notice those children? But we found a pathway for those children so that, again, we are identifying that talent as well, because there is such incredible talent.
Okay. If things go well as planned, of course, we're hoping that they will be well. And, Kasim told me something that despite where you come from, there's always a platform for you to make it in life. There's always a platform for you to make your community or where you come from very proud. So if it goes well and some of our boys and girls have been scouted and they've been selected, of course, as what he told me, everyone stands to benefit, especially those boys and girls. First of all, their education will be free all the way from primary, high school, and if they make to university. And these backgrounds they do come from, their backgrounds, of course, they're going to need, they're going to get something. Why? Because he told me that if he signs a player, there's a contract to be signed. There's a contract to be signed between the player and the club the player has been selected for. And it goes down the line. Like he gave me an example of someone like I think Michael Lunga and Wanyama.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me the examples like those are the boys, those are the players who came from the Kenyan backgrounds, and whenever they came from, as they kept on going higher, their level, their price was going higher. So the money that was being used by other clubs to buy them was being channeled down to where they came from due to an agreement. So the Maasai community stands to win, of course, stands to benefit if a player is signed to any of the clubs. Memusi school also stands to win if one player gets out from this school and plays for a good club in Kenya. Up the ladder, Kibera Girls Soccer Team up the ladder. And if one time, of course, it's my hope that at least I get one boy, one girl playing abroad, maybe in UK, any country, so long as it's abroad, Europe, of course, we stand to win. And I think I told you that Kasim is a guy of ideas, and I really like him. He's a guy of ideas. Something I would wish you to know, and whoever will watch this interview to know, is that Kasim came up with the initiative that we need to do something that only one team from Europe did it, but I think it failed due to poor management. But we are asking God to give us the way forward. He told that Memusi School and Gibera Girls Soccer Team can come together and form one team for boys and for girls. And he gave me an example that now that you support Huddersfield, sorry, you're not on the league, but all is well. He gave me that example that we can have Huddersfield, Kenya. Like now, we're having Huddersfield from in UK that's playing the championship. But if we do have Huddersfield, Kenya here, whereby we're having Huddersfield, players from here Memusi and players from Kibera Girls Soccer Academy, we're having one team for boys and for girls. And these players keep on doing well. They keep on doing well. You never know. In future, Huddersfield might end up select or rather buying players from their own academy. They'll be having their own academy here in Kenya. So it means if the players do well, they'll be taken from this country to go and play for Huddersfield, Kenya. So the only challenge he gave me is that this one. What we can do after making sure that we have got this team, then we'll have to write to Huddersfield in UK and tell them that, you know what, we are having one of your team here in Kenya, both for boys and both for girls. Then thereafter, we will see what can be done. So if a player is signed, a girl or a boy, the most important thing is about education, of course, education. If he gets to be signed, then he stands to have free sponsorship education. He will be sponsored for free in university, in high school, and both in primary. And that's the thing that everyone wants to.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
always looking at those opportunities. That's something obviously we continue to do to keep evolving those opportunities. We already have heard about why sport is important on so many different levels here. So we continue to look at evolving that program. Before I go, because I think our time's nearly up.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, on behalf of everybody at Memusi, how grateful we are to have you at Memusi. The work that you've done during the pandemic is nothing short of remarkable, Eric. I think you are. There are people in the world who are called heroes. You are one of the world's heroes, Eric. You sacrificed so much in life to make sure that you were putting children from deprived areas in the top of the list. You made sure that you didn't leave them behind, even though the encouragement was that you be at home with your family during such a hard time. But you were there. You stayed with the children to make sure they were still learning, and I think there's. I cannot speak highly enough of you. So just eternal thanks, Eric, for you and the sacrifices that you continue to make for Memusi and those children. And I think people watching today will absolutely hear, what makes you so fantastic, because you are so focused on doing the right thing for kids, not just in the classroom, but outside of that as well. You're an absolute hero, Eric. Thank you.
I'm humbled, Matt. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for taking the time, Eric, to speak to us, and I'm sure people will have really enjoyed hearing that. So, thank you. Have a great day.
See you later. Okay.